Welcome to the Vodcast. My name is Jason Von Berg. I'm sitting here at the 702 studios in Johannesburg talking to one of the most, I think, best talk show hosts, Kieno Kammies.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Cool. No, you know why I say that? Because every night I go to bed and I need some sort of music or some sort of noise to make me go to bed. And usually talk show hosts would put me to sleep, but you don't. So on Tuesday night, for instance, when you were talking about that sex conference.
We had the sex workers in.
Yes, yeah.
You know, what we do is we try and challenge people. It's no use doing a job like this and doing something mundane that someone else has done over and over. We always have to revisit the various angles, and you have to get people thinking about what they do on a daily basis and how they perceive things on a daily basis. So, it's a challenge for us on a regular basis to come up with something compelling. But when I get this type of feedback, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, I was up until 12 o'clock, so thanks very much. Now, something that is coming up and is very topical at the moment for your audience and for the people watching this is the elections. I need to find out your opinion on these elections for South Africa and the implications for us.
Well, I think elections for any country would be a good thing. You get a chance to change things that you did not like. You get a chance to be part of the decision-making process. It would be great from our perspective if we had parties that were a lot closer, like in the United States, where you've got the GOP, the good old party, the Republicans, and you've got the Democrats. And if the people don't like you, if you stuff up, if your name is George W. Bush, then you know you're going to see your behind at the end of the day, because those people could easily change. All you need is a couple of percentage points, and you could lose an election.
Okay.
It's something that I believe in this country we need. I think we need a stronger opposition. I'm not saying that it's not a reflection on the ruling party. I just think for democracy in general, I think it's important to have a much more closely fought elections.
Okay.
If you want to ask me about voting, or what I think about voting, yeah, that's an interesting one. I think the bottom line is, if you want to vote for a principled person who actually cares about the people and wants to deliver, there's probably one or two people, or three or four, maybe even 15 in each party that can do that. If you're looking for a principled party, forget about it. Forget about it. You're not going to find a principled party. If you look at the way political parties are structured, a lot of them are structured to look after the people who are in power within those political parties, and they will protect the people within those political parties, and they will protect their narrow needs and aims within those parties. If you're looking for a principled party to vote for, good luck. If you want to change the current dynamic as we see it at the moment, the power, if you want to shift the power slightly, you can exercise your vote. Good luck finding the one you want to vote for, but you can do that. So you can still affect change, but you might not necessarily get what you're looking for.
The current political space that we're in is very interesting, and you who observes politics, or as an observer of politics and quite a close follower as well, it must be very exciting for you to follow.
You know, I have to agree with Mampela Rampela, who said she would never lower herself to that level. She would never. I could not get involved with politics because of all the little things that happen behind the scenes, having to do stuff within structures, not being able to stand up and say what I would want to say out in the public unless I've gone through the structures. I'm sorry, I'm just not cut from that type of cloth. And we need more people like that. It's easy to be an independent thinker when most of the people who you cohabitate within a political party would maybe just frown slightly at you. But when it comes to real issues, ask yourself the question, where have all the people been, the principled people been, when hundreds of thousands of people died because of our inability to deal with HIV/AIDS in the country? Where were all those people who are now saying, oh, we need to do this to make sure that we do stuff for the masses? Where were they then, is the question. I think Barbara Hogan's doing a great job. I think people like Natim Tetwa, for instance, our Safety and Security Minister, is doing a reasonable job.
Got fans there. Oh, yeah. That's fun. We've got people like that who are very honest.
Jeremy listens all the time, I've got to tell you. Wackhead gets most of his ideas from me. So, we won't, it's just... And the Public Relations Department, it's good cohesion, better than a political party.
I'll bring it back. Okay, so this weekend is the final voter registration weekend.
Go and register.
Thank you.
Go and register. Well, whether you want to vote or not, right, is your thing. You decide that. I know Archbishop Tutu said on my show once, he said he has fought very hard for his vote and he's not going to squander it if the political environment is not right, i.e. he said he might not vote. I personally believe that if people don't want to vote and they feel very strongly about it, they're entitled to that. The democracy allows for that. I would encourage people, obviously, to go there and make your mark. Even if you spoil about it, go and spoil it. If you're trying to change the power base, if you want to vote for the ruling party, wherever your heart is, go and do that. But be true to yourself when you do it. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. But do go and register.
Okay.
Because you might change your mind, kick yourself 3 times up and down the staircase when you realise I actually want to go and vote, but I didn't register. So that's important.
I've registered to vote. Have you?
I will be registering to vote because I've moved up from Cape Town and I've got to register in the area that I live. So I will be registering to vote as well.
Good. Okay, well, thank you very much, Kieno. That's all I needed to ask you.
Why don't we start a political party? That's not
well,
political.
you could run it. I'll do the videos for you. Okay?
Great.
Behind the scenes, the campaigning, we'll
Our vetting's got to be a lot better though.
Okay.
We don't want SARS. SARS is pretty good. We don't want them kicking potential cabinet ministers out because they haven't paid their tax.
Okay. We'll catch Kieno Kammies on 702, weeknights between 9 and 12.
Well, great meeting you, man.
You too. To find out more about registering to vote in the 2009 general elections, visit www.elections.org.za. Thanks for watching the Vodcast. Tune in next week for more.
Hello, I'm Kieno Kammies, and you can catch me on Talk Radio 702 and 567 Cape Talk, and you can watch me on the Vodcast. Javor.